Hello YouTubers, I'll be giving my 2024 prediction for the AFL Ladder, the Coleman Medal, the Brownlow Medal winner, and the Rising Star winner. Before we commence, if you like my channel, please subscribe. For the wooden spoon, I had West Coast in 18th spot. If it's a rebuild and playing the younger players in Harley Reid, Elijah Stewart, Ruben Gimbley, and Campbell Chesser, there will be lots of inexperienced players, which will lead to more losses. They are the 5th youngest team and the 9th most experienced list. Their defence has a lot of experience in McGovern, Barras, Jaden Hunt, Liam Dygan, and Elliot Joe. It's a catch-22. Do you rebuild and start building a team for the future 2027 squad onwards, or do you continue playing the experienced players I mentioned, and also including Tim Kelly and Liam Ryan? I had them last, assuming they are in rebuild mode, but if the senior players play most of their 23 games, I wouldn't be surprised if West Coast finish in the 12 to 16 range. I expect 4 to 6 wins. North Melbourne. I had the Kangaroos as 17th. North is the 4th youngest team and the 10th most experienced list. There is so much inexperience. Keep playing the young kids and stockpiling more high-end talent for Clarko's disposal, with the nucleus of Shizel, Wardlaw, Zane Dersma, Kobe McKercher, Taylor Goad, LDU, Will Phillips, and Tom Powell. Continue playing the kids to add experience and bring in another high-end talent from the 2024 draft. If they can win 6 to 8 games, that will be a good improvement. Hawthorn. I had the Hawks as 16th. Hawthorn is in rebuild mode, but I expect them to have more wins than West Coast and North Melbourne. They are the youngest team with the least experience. Losing Will Day for the start of the season will hurt. James Blunt knee injury and CJ's hamstring injury also hurts. They will continue to play the kids and will prepare a squad for the 2026 season onwards. Jack Ginneran and Nick Watson will add goal-kicking flair to the team, and they are both under 20 years old. Richmond. I had the Tigers as 15th. End of an era, new coach in Adam Uze, new game plan. Richmond is a hard team to analyse. Losing Cochin and Riewoldt to retirement, Tom Lynch sidelined, and Dusty playing more forward these days. Richmond is the 3rd oldest team and the 3rd most experienced list. With the age profile, I am expecting the team's older players to slow down. Geelong. I had the Cats as 14th. Geelong is the most oldest team and the most experienced list. I expect some of their gun players to slow down. This will be their last crack for the flag. They have 7 players over the age of 30. If the first half of the season ends poorly, I can see the club blooding in more kids like Connor O'Sullivan and Jai Clark. The club has lost a number of players to retirement in Segler, Menegola and Isaac Smith. I expect the Cats to win 8 to 10 games. Gold Coast. I had the Suns as 13th. New coach, new hope. The Suns are the 11th oldest team and the 13th most experienced list. They are still a young team and it will take time to adapt to Dimmer's game plan. Continue playing the young players and build a nucleus of players in the midfield consisting of Miller, Anderson, Weller, Humphreys, Rao and Flanders. I expect the Suns to win 8 to 10 games. Western Bulldogs. I had the Bulldogs as 12th. The Bulldogs are the 4th oldest team and the 6th most experienced list, so they are supposed to be in their prime for the premiership window. Losing Bailey Smith to a knee injury will hurt. They have a core of good midfielders in the Bond, Treloar and McRae. The Bulldogs are hard to predict. I had them to win 10 to 12 games. Fremantle. I had the Dockers as 11th. The Dockers are the 2nd youngest team and the 2nd least experienced list, so I still expect inconsistency performance of the younger players. They have lost Schultz to Collingwood and their forward line is not their strength. They will be reliant on 2 kids to perform as the key forwards in Amos and Tracy. I had them to win 10 to 12 games, with most of their wins coming in Perth, including the 2 games against West Coast. Adelaide. I had the Crows as 10th. The Crows are the 3rd youngest team and the 3rd least experienced list, so I still expect inconsistency performance of the younger players. Last year, they only won 2 games on the road. They have lost Dode to Brisbane, further pushing the limits of their young defenders. with Murray out for half of the season. I believe there is a concern in defence. I had them to win 10 to 12 games, with most of their wins at Adelaide Oval. Last year, they won both showdown games. Not sure that will happen this season. Essendon, I had the Bombers as 9th. The Bombers are the 13th oldest team and the 15th most experienced list. They are so unpredictable to predict. They recruit well in getting Harry Mackay, Gresham and Xavier Dersma. I had them to win 12 games and finishing in the dreaded 9th position. These are the teams that will miss the finals. St Kilda, I had the Saints as 8th. The Saints are the 12th oldest team and the 12th most experienced list. This will be Ross Lyon's second season, and I expect his teams to be very competitive and make the finals. Liam Henry will add speed and elite kicking. Tim Membrane and Max King only played 2 games together last season. I expect more games between the pair, and this will straighten up the forward line. Port Adelaide, I had the Power as 7th. The Power are the 9th oldest team and the 8th most experienced list. The club recruit heavily to top up their defence in adding Ratuglia from Geelong and Zert Thatcher from Essendon, and also adding Solo to their ruck. Can Marshall take the next step and kick 50 goals, or are they dependent on Dixon? Sydney, I had the Swans as 6th. The Swans are the 10th oldest team and the 7th most experienced list. The club recruit heavily to top up their list. Grundy will be a great addition to replace Hickey, Hamling to replace the retired McCartan in defence, and adding more midfield depth of Jordan and Adams to the emerging young midfield talent that they possess. Melbourne, I had the Demons as 5th spot. The Demons are the 6th oldest team and the 5th most experienced list. The club has a high quality midfield that is rated in the top 2 of this league. The club added an extra forward in McAdam from the Crows and Billings from the Saints, and picked up a high-end talent, Windsor, with speed, who is ready to play on the wings. Issue is the forward depth, as the club will rely on the third-year forward Van Wooren to kick 40-plus goals, and they need another key forward. GWS, I had the Giants as 4th. The Giants are the 8th oldest team and the 11th most experienced list. The club oozes with talent with All-Australian Taylor in defence, good midfielders in Tom Green, Ward, Kelly and Caniligo, with Jesse Hogan up forward. If the Giants can put it together, I would not be surprised if they can make the grand final. Collingwood, I had the Magpies in 3rd spot. The Magpies are the 2nd oldest team and the 2nd most experienced list. The club oozes with talent around the field, with All-Australian Moore in defence, Nick Dacos and Tagoe on the ball, with the Norm Smith medalist Bobby Hill in the forward line. Shields from Fremantle will be a great addition to the forward line. The only concern that I have is the hunger for the players to win another flag. Since the year 2000, only 3 teams have gone back to back. Brisbane, I had the Lions in 2nd spot. The Lions are the 5th oldest team and the 4th most experienced list. The list possesses quality players in all fields. Cameron and Danaher up forward, gun midfielders in Neal and McCluggage, with Harris Andrews in defence. It is a quality team. Last year, they did not lose a game at the Gabba, but were average on the road. Can they win the grand final on the road? Time will tell. Carlton, I had the Blues as the best team, or number 1 for this season. The Blues are the 7th oldest team and the 14th most experienced list. They have quality players all over the field, with Wiedering in defence, gun midfielders in Walsh and Cripps, and the twin forwards in Curnow and Mackay. I expect them to finish first, and it is an advantage to have a home grand final at the MCG, especially if they play against a non-Victorian team. That is it. Carlton to be my premiers, with Cripps to take out the Norm Smith medal. Coleman medal. Given that I tipped Carlton to win the grand final, my Coleman medalist is Harry Mackay, who will need to improve his goal kicking this year. Last year, he kicked 29 goals and 29 behinds. He will get opportunities, it's just if he can convert these behinds into goals. However, I will still tip McKay to win my Coleman medal. For the Brownlow medal, I had Bontempelli as the Brownlow winner. Given the loss of Bailey Smith to a knee injury, there will be more expectations placed on the Bont, and I expect him to cherish in this role, where he will rule the midfield. So, he's my favourite for the Brownlow. Rising Star. I had Kobe Machurcha to win the Rising Star award. He will have lots of opportunity to play for the Kangaroos this season. He is a midfielder that has speed, elite skills and decision making. So he's my tip for the Rising Star. That's the end, and thanks for watching. Please subscribe, hit the like button and comment on my channel. Every subscriber will be appreciated.